Howdy folks, Kevin here. First off, sorry I'm a little sweaty. I was outside. And despite it being October in Minnesota, it's still kind of warm. Who knew? What I want to go through today is not a testing video, but a video on how I make testing videos for those interested in making testing videos themselves, or not even testing videos, but tech videos, tech tutorials, things like that specifically. There's a lot of videos about how to make videos in general, but it's normally just talking to the camera and maybe looking through a website or something. But with tech stuff, it's a little bit different that I've found. So what I've got up on the screen right now is the next video that I'm working on for my course. It's running your own server without Docker. Your own server being this website. This website. Not specifically this website, because you're going to be running your own server instead of the demo server. So how do I make a tutorial on how to run your own demo server? Well, the first thing I do is I create an outline. And I use this, I created a website that is basically an outline creator. You can go to outliner.clamp.in and create your own. This is all stored either in your local file system if you hit save and save it there. Otherwise, it's saved to, I think, your session storage. So if you maybe come in, add some things, and then refresh the page, it's still there for you. You can also load from files. So I'm going to go ahead and load. Actually, I'll show real quick what the layout is. So you got your video title. Say this is how to do a tech video. And then we'll probably have the intro. I'm going to do the full camera because that's what I want for my intro. So if I wanted to put out a full script, I would do something like, howdy folks, Kevin here. Today I'm going to ... And then I would move on to my next section. So say I got my intro in, now I want to show off the browser. So here I would link to, I use a tool I made, ... So this is my script on the left side, and then the notes or whatever on the right side. And I can also, as you saw, I can add code in here. I can, what else can I change it to? Terminal, if I want to run like npx WDIO, or slides if I have some little PowerPoint or slides or whatever you want to call it there. There. And so, yeah, this is all free to use. You can do whatever. I'm going to clear this. Actually, I'll show you can remove a point. One thing I don't have yet is the ability to move points. I'd really like to do that, but I just haven't gotten to it. Or you can clear the whole thing, and then we can load a script that the script that I'm working on. So I'm on 2.0.2. It's just stored as a text file, but it's in JSON format. I don't really want to show you what it is. It's just JSON. But here you see this is my script that I'm running, and then this is kind of my notes where I want to go on. So my next thing that I'm going to be working on is this. I originally wrote this as a script for one video, but I'm actually splitting it up into two. That is why I'm starting halfway down. But this is the next section. So this is the script. And what I do after I get the whole thing written out, and this is kind of easy for me because I already did the book. So I'm basically copying from the book and moving it over to here. But I'll use a software called OSIN Audio. And this is kind of like Audacity. The one thing that I like about it over Audacity is that it is a little bit friendlier from the user interface. Show you. I find it a little bit easier to use, especially with deleting just bits of audio. Sorry. Things like this, maybe if I'm reading a script and I say something wrong, I will reread it. It's easier for me in OSIN Audio to go back and edit it and re-record it if I need to. So, but a more popular one is Audacity. Yeah, this one. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll do that recording, then I will get it edited and cleaned up, and then I'll go into ScreenFlow. I'll take that recording, toss it in here. You see, I've got this video intro already in there. I don't know if you can hear the music. Probably not. and then I have the audio in there. So next I'll come into here and let's see. So where was I? If you prefer not to go the Docker route, you can try downloading the server source code. So I will, in a new profile in Brave or Chrome. I like Brave a lot better than just standard Chrome. I'll go to the website, and there's a few things that I can do to record the screen. If I just want to do a simple screenshot, I hit Command-Shift-4 and then press space, and that'll take a screenshot of the window that you're looking at. You can also do Command-Shift-3, and I don't know, yeah, hopefully this is showing on the recording, but it appeared in the bottom right corner, the screenshot, and I can drag that into ScreenFlow if I want to. Oh, oops. Inception right there. Or if I actually want to scroll, like say I want to scroll down to here, I have a bookmark that I can do called Get Scroll Position, and this will get the scroll position on the page. And then I have a second one called Scroll To, and now this is the point that I want to scroll to, and then I enter the number of seconds that I do, and then it'll just scroll right on down to there. And I usually need to move my mouse cursor so it doesn't get like, see how that link pops up because my mouse came over it? That's really nice for getting really smooth scrolling, because otherwise you're stuck trying to like, and it's real janky. And or if you like jump to there, sorry, let's see, do they have maybe here? No. Sometimes if you take a bookmark to go to the lower in the page, it'll just jump, and that's a little bit jarring. I found the scrolling to be really nice. So that's kind of that. And then I will stop the recording, and it will get loaded into here. I don't really have anything for you. And then I just go in and clip it up and do little animations and stuff from there. Let me see if I can load something for you. Yeah, and this is ScreenFlow software. I'll add a link to this. I think this is pretty good software for creating screencasts. It's not like it's not made for tech videos. It's made for screencasts, and so it's a little bit more geared towards general screen videos. And so there's a few things that aren't quite, it's just not geared towards it. So some of the shortcuts and stuff are more about having a pretty screencast with a full camera video, and that's not necessarily what we do with tech videos. We want the screen itself to be the main thing. But it's got cool stuff like callouts and then annotations that you can get to fade in. Yeah, things like that. So this is what it looks like. And one really nice thing that I really appreciate about it is that it's really easy to speed up and slow down. So I hit Command, and now it's much slower, versus if I shrink it up, it goes a lot faster. And that's really helpful with these tech videos, because a lot of times when you're running WebdriverIO tests, it takes a long time, and I've already finished talking by the time that it's finished. So I can just shorten up that test to fit the exact perfect amount of time, which is really nice. It's got really nice transitions, automatic transitions kind of built in. The callouts I already mentioned. Anything else worth mentioning? Not really. Oh, actually there is one thing worth mentioning. Here, one important thing that I do is I can turn the mouse cursor on, or the mouse pointer on and off. So let's go back to the very beginning. Here I have the mouse pointer turned off. Oh, it's a screenshot. Oh, freeze frame. Let's see. Yeah, there. If you can see right here, the mouse pointer goes on and off. I like turning the mouse pointer off on some parts because it can just be distracting and look kind of weird. So you can just turn that off, and that's really nice to have, especially if you're going to be scrolling. Like here I have that little scroll, and it would look kind of weird to have this mouse cursor there during that entire scroll thing. So I just turn it off, and there it's gone. When I go to export it, I just go File, Export. One thing that I do, a couple tips, set your channels to mono. Nobody wants to be listening to stereo audio when they're doing a tech screencast. Normally they're listening on like computer speakers, but if they have headphones on, it just sounds weird. These are my settings for it. You probably don't need to do this full one. You could just do single pass. This data rate's pretty good. I don't know too much about that. Audio, you don't need anything higher than 128 because it's all vocal audio. And then I hit OK. Yeah, that's that. The other thing I wanted to mention... What was the other thing I wanted to mention? Oh, make your text larger. This is what it normally is. Pop that up to be larger. It's really difficult to make your text too large. I mean, it's not difficult, but it's really easy to make your text too small. Don't go with the standard text because it's just going to be too small when it comes to the video. I popped it up here, but I think there's another one later on. Yeah, here, see, I didn't make that text big enough, and I'm regretting it, but not enough to go back and update it. That should be bigger. It's just too small. And yeah, those are the other tips. That's all I wanted to show you. Again, you can go to outliner.clamp.in. Feel free to use this, do whatever. It's just a static server running Vue.js. I can get into the code if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'd love feedback on this. One thing that I want to add is this little sidebar where you can do build an outline and then have it there so you can drag it into the different areas. And then, of course, the sorting, the drag and drop to move it. You can add a section there whenever. Okay. Save it. That's it. Let me know what you think. And until next time, have fun testing.